Okay, second question. What are his concerns about his children? So the speaker's concern. So who is the speaker here? The railway clerk. The railway clerk's concern about his children is that they started to neglect their studies. His children started to neglect their studies. Why his children start to neglect their studies? Because there is no enough money in the family. The clerk does not have enough money to support his children studies. So they started to neglect their studies. Third question, why cannot he go abroad like his friends? He also, like his friends, has big dreams, but he cannot go. Why? The reason is the railway clerk cannot go to abroad because his mother-in-law, that is his wife's mother, who is confined to bed, was with him. She is confined to bed and she cannot be taken or she cannot be moved. So he cannot go abroad, or he cannot even plan or think of going abroad like his friends. Next question, fourth one. Why is the speaker frustrated with his present job? Why the speaker is not happy with his present job? The speaker expresses his feeling of discontentment and unhappiness over his present job because, in spite of his honesty and dedication, he is criticized by his superiors. He puts 100% effort, but he is not appreciated. Next question. How does the use of Indianisms highlight the theme of the poem? Use of, if you see, Indianism is, as I said, as we discussed in the summary part, this Indian way of presenting things, that is called Indianisms. Indian culture, Indian values, Indian practices, everything comes under this term, Indianisms. So here the Indianism is his way of using English, because English is not our language, it's a foreign language. And when we speak English, that is when Indians we speak English, it differs from person to person, or it differs from state to state. And a typical way of speaking Indian speaking English is using ing, and that is mocked here. And he has used use of present continuous ing forms where simple present tense is enough. Understand? For example, but who is appreciating, we can simply ask but who appreciates. This is how we ask, this is a proper English. But who appreciates? But the typical Indian way of speaking English is, but who is appreciating? And he says, nobody, I am telling you. Again, this is no direct translation of from mother tongue to English. Nobody, I am telling you, I tell you, or that's enough. This is one way of this Indianism. And next is reduplication is also quite frequent in Ezekiel's poem. Reduplication is repeating the word to fill space, or to show that we are running out of ideas. Sometimes he uses the same word again and again. For example, I have given an example here. My wife is always asking for money. Again, this asking. My wife, she always asks for money. We can simply say, but he says asking. So we give importance to this ing form. My wife is always asking for more money, money, money. Where to get money? 2 months, 3 months. So these are frequently used by most Indian speakers off and on. So this is clearly shown in the poem, how an ordinary Indian will speak English. So if you read the poem, you'll understand that the poem is an ordinary English without any complicated words, simple English. Okay. So the reason is he wants to show how an ordinary clerk will speak out his mind, because he is not a well educated. He is an educated person, but he is not a well educated. He himself says, I am not a graduate. So an ordinary educated literate person, how the person will speak English. So in that way the poem is written. Why does the speaker want to be a bird? The speaker desires to be a man free from mundane realities and worries. So he wants to be like a bird. How does the speaker find solace? Solace, consolation. Okay, a temporary or a permanent consolation. The speaker tries to seek temporary consolation in the company of friends